Hello, families of Albemarle County Public School students in grades 6 through 12. In this video, I'm going to give you a tour of your student Schoology access for parents and families. So to log in, you're going to be going to app.schoology.com, which is different from the Schoology website that your student's going to go to. And this can easily be found by going to Parent Portal, logging in, and looking on the left-hand side of your screen. Once you log in, over here in the top right corner, you may have to toggle between you and your student. And once you've selected your student, you'll see an overview of the student activities. The nice thing about this is instead of just looking at the most recent, you can filter it and look at any updates that your teachers have posted, any submissions that your students have turned in, and any comments that they've left on assignments or discussions. If you look over here on the right, you'll see any upcoming assignments and their due dates. Now, if you go up here to groups or courses, you can go ahead and select one of your students' courses, and you'll be able to see most of the same material that your student can see. The only exception is when something has been posted from a Google Drive that is not shared specifically with you, and you also cannot see the actual content of what your student submitted. You are only able to see that they've submitted. So now that you're in a course, you can not really worry about these buttons on the left here. They don't really give you access to anything, but the materials for your course are located down here. And you can click into any of the folders. And we can see for this class that there's one upcoming assignment that they're working on. It says it's due Sunday, which probably means it's the activity from today. And so we go into our folder. And the teachers have done a great job organizing all the content so that everything should be really easy to find. And you can look at each day of the week, the assignments and content that were assigned to your student. So let's pick Wednesday, for example. Just go ahead and click on the folder or the name. And once you get into that folder, you'll be able to open up certain links and see the directions that the teacher has typed. Sometimes you can also follow a link to an activity that your student will be doing. So if we click here, we can see the agenda and slides for this day. And everything's nicely numbered so the students know what order to work in. So if a student was to start here and work through the agenda and slides, and again, you may not have access to everything that a teacher posts. It depends on the way that they post it and what access levels that they've. So this would be our agenda for the week. We could click through. And then an easy way to progress through the day is just to click next up here, and you'll see the next number 2 activity that the students will be completing in class. And as always, if you have any questions, reach out to the teachers via email. So we see another embedded content here. And just like your students, some things aren't going to load the quickest. So you just have to be patient and click it again. So this was an activity that the students did for Padlet. So you can see what people have posted. And the last item. So for this last type of material that your teacher can have in the course is an assignment. and you'll be able to see any typed description for that assignment. If the teacher decided to attach a Google document or slideshow to this assignment, you would not, or you would most likely not have access to it. And if your student has submitted something, you can look over here and see that it's been submitted. And when you click on that submission, depending on what they've submitted, in this case, you can see some of the comments that have been made on the activity. But in general, you won't be able to see if they've submitted like a Google document or a Google file. It all depends on the type of activity that the teacher was collecting. And in this particular case, we do have access to what the student submitted for that assignment. So I hope this helps you understand what ways that you can access content in Schoology. And if something's not loading, it's probably because the way that the access is set up. But there will be a lot of times where you can see what they've submitted. I hope this helps out. Good luck this year.